You mentioned those warm hugs between Vladimir Putin and Narendra Modi when the Indian Prime Minister visited Moscow in early July, and that's what Ukrainian public opinion remembers most about Narendra Modi. They were absolutely disgusted, in particular because that happened on the very day that Russia bombed Kyiv and a children's hospital in Kyiv in particular. And Volodymyr Zelensky had joined the chorus of condemnation of this Indian warm towards Vladimir Putin. But I think Ukrainian diplomats will have taken note of some other aspects of this Indian Prime Minister's visit to Moscow. In particular, he did actually pretty roundly condemn the civilian victims and those attacks on Kyiv, and that was with Vladimir Putin present when they were making remarks to the media. And that is quite a brave thing to do, quite a strong statement in the presence of the Russian president to have such harsh words. And also, Narendra Modi didn't get that much out of his visit to Moscow. Russia is no longer able to supply India with the weapons it wants to buy, or at least not in the time frame that they wanted to get them in. And Moscow is getting closer and closer to Beijing, more and more dependent on China. China, of course, is a great rival of India. So there's sort of hope that India might be trying to reposition itself a bit and be less clearly an ally of Russia, improve its relations with the United States, which can pass via an improvement of relations with Ukraine. I mean, if anyone's hoping that India will suddenly announce that it's going to stop buying Russian oil and stop helping Russia to get around Western sanctions, I think they'll be clearly very much disappointed. I think that if Narendra Modi thinks that he's really going to be able to get the two sides to sit down at the negotiating table, he's going to be disappointed. But certainly it's a very interesting visit, the first ever visit by an Indian Prime Minister to Kyiv, and he's chosen a highly symbolic date for it. 23rd of August is the National Flag Day in Ukraine, the eve of Independence Day, which is tomorrow.